Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Torment Tides of Numenera. Numenera, how do you say it? I'm IVATOPIA. It's episode 142? Or is it 43? No, it's 42, isn't it? It's 42. Okay, we've got to head back. We've got the thing we need, then go to Drikuji, whatever his name is, so we're looking for him as we head back. On it! Gotta be on it and on it. Okay. You know, my tides will not stop you from taking any path you're picking. Ooh, what's going on? Why'd that cut off? Seriously? What the hell? Can we talk to the cluster? Paul slump is gone, all that remains is his scar. The tongue cluster, do we have to go back the way we came? The bloom tongues makes wet unpleasant sounds as they writhe and scream against each other. As you approach, the voices of the bloom begin to click and buzz in your ears, making your fingers twitch and setting your teeth on edge. You catch yourself reaching instinctively for the magnet amulet, as if something you've done many times before. Touch the magnet amulet. Listen to Bloom's voice again, touch the Bloom's tongue again. You grasp the crystalline artifact. At once the voices of the bloom grow louder and louder still. They fill your consciousness, drowning out your thoughts, hissing and whispering and chittering and buzzing. They're coming from every direction, from above and below, from nearby and from away. Swaying on your feet, you nearly topple to the floor. Slowly the bloom voices resolve themselves into this constituent parts, but now they carry sense impressions with them. Hunger, curiosity, desire. Each burst of the bloom voices evokes a new impression in your mind. For a moment you let go of the amulet, and the sense of impressions are gone. The voices are nothing but meaningless babble. Then you touch the amulet again, and the sense impressions return. You realise that the magnet amulet is a translator of sorts. Through the limits and scope of its powers uncertain. To the nearest voice, distance 1. Try to communicate with the cluster of bloom. Listen to the nearest voice. You hear the cluster of the bloom tongues whispering softly to you, excluding whatever, in a sense of expectation and familiarity. These tongues know your scent, or perhaps that of your sire, and they are eager to touch your mind, but their voices are not the only ones to hear. A score of other voices gibber and shout from the dark corners of the room, ordinary human voices that once belonged to the merchants, guards and bloom guides who were devoured here. Fragments of their minds cling to life in their half-digested corpses, and they cry out in confusion, rage or pain. Listen to the distant voices. You focus on the bloom voices that are coming from outside the trade post. What seems at first like an indistinctive babble is actually many different voices, thousands of voices, each arising from somewhere else in the bloom. Some of the voices belong to individual Moors, evoking impressions of hunger and need. Others result from deeper places within the bloom. When you concentrate on those voices, you'll experience flashes of intense emotion or catch fleeting glimpses of men and women being beaten or killed. Every voice is unique, chittering, groaning, barking, whispering, rattling, hissing, yet all of them are the bloom. Try to communicate. Relaxing your mind, I don't need to relax my tongue too, relaxing your mind, you allow the whispering of the bloom tongues to penetrate your thoughts, memories, rise into your conscious, trivia moments you thought you had forgotten. Just as you recognize them, they are swept away. The bloom tongues are siphoning through your memories, looking for something. The voices dig deeper into your unconscious. What seems harmless at first becomes irritating. A dull echo blossoms in the back of your head, spreading across your skull and down your spine. The pain comes in waves, as if the bloom is trying to wrench a memory out of your brain. Tide says, channel the pain back into the bloom's tongue. Allow the bloom to feed on a memory. Yeah, channel it back. Oh! What did I lose? You focus on the pain, letting it flow upon the tides of the surge away from you. A mountain rush of agony that leaves your nerves quivering in its wake. It spills across the bridge that the amulet has created between your mind and the tongues. From all around you, the bloom's voices shrieking hatred and fury. The tongues twist and wrath. Wither. The ground shakes. Red tide rises a moderate amount. Silver tide rises a moderate amount. And then the pain is gone. The clustered bloom tongues droop. Their movement feeble. Their voice no more than a whisper. In the aftermath of your unusual experience, you find that you have maintained your grip upon the Amulet. Your connection to the Bloom Tongue remains intact. While they're in a weakened state, you might be able to seize control. Try to take control of the Bloom. Please do this. High 5. Anyone better? 7A. No, this is me. Please do it. Yes! You reach across the barrier. I was going to say the Baron from IWB. The Baron! The Baron. The barrier that separates your consciousness from that of the tongues. A barrier now made permeable by the Amulet. Tentatively, you began to direct the motions of the tongue. It's a strange sensation, like having another set of limbs, but they respond to your impulses. Belatedly, the tongues try to resist, but with a bit of concentration, you quiet them like errant thoughts. These tongues, you realise, are a tiny locus of the Bloom's consciousness. Their roots extended through the trade post, and now, so do your thoughts and commands. Cool. Release the human minds that are trapped in the trade post. Steal the knowledge and memories of the trapped human minds. Store the portal to Chenken slums. Move the trade post back to its original location. Ooh. Can I do all these? Release them. Few moments of concentration reveal that the stacking roots of the Bloom's tongues are still connected to the corpses. Hair-like fibres grow through the purifying flesh, linking to their half-dead brains, keeping their minds alive. You force the Bloom's tongue to withdraw their fibres from each of the bodies. One by one, the gibbling voices cease and their tortured minds fade and die. So the portal to slums. Move the trade post back to its original location. You close your eyes and relax in your mind, probing the limits of your new senses. The roots of the Bloom's tongue run throughout the trade post, but they also extend some distance into surrounding flesh. Few of them trail upwards, tracing a path towards an open cavity in the outer reaches of the Bloom. Steeling yourself, you take hold of the tentacles at once, urging them back along the path, clawing their way towards the surface and dragging trade posts after them. The ground buckles and churns beneath your feet, and the whole chamber begins to move. At last you open your eyes and, shaking out, subsides. The blocked archway is open. You hear astonished voices outside. So basically I could have opened that portal and gone back that way, long route, or this one's a quicker one. The energy spent, the Bloom tongues recede into the ground. Okay. Hopefully I didn't kill anyone with it. I could have took the memories, but I'll have freed them people theoretically. Tidal search. Conversations options allow you to channel psychic forces. Influence the world around you. As you emerge from the trade post, you hear sharp intakes of breath. The two merchants you met earlier are staring at you in amazement. That great jaw and the teeth, they're gone. The portly human beams at you. Was this your doing? If it was, you have our deepest thanks. Indeed, the Valen ducks its head. Trade awaits us in the Ascension Place. We should go before Bloom thing tries to eat us again. Yes, the human nudges his friend, but it's still damned impressive, eh? I thought the Bloom only answered to the Marvin. Where is she when we need help? Hiding in the fortress, that's where... So we were going through the portals and come all this way instead, won't we?
Alright.
Can we talk to any of these anymore? Squints at you. You spoke to her, didn't you? The Bloom, I mean... And she listened. Maybe the Bloom listened to those who warrant attention. Trouble is you? Well, wasn't speech exactly. Of course not. She don't talk the way we do. But she has ways to make herself heard. All the whispery, chittery stuff makes a certain kind of sense if you listen long enough. Maybe you've got ways to talk back to her, but I ain't trying to pry. All I'm saying is this. I'll be careful about using that kind of power if I was you. The folks in charge might mistake you for a threat. Happens a lot around here. He shrugs and the lopsided gun returns. Now, what can I do for you? I know all about the Bloom and the Moors. Where are the best places to look? Can you tell me about the slums? Did I ask these for questions about you? Again, that's it. We already asked him that stuff. Packing up for the Ascension, friend. We'll see you in the trade post when we return. Back up, same as before. How did you open them all? Never seen anything like that. The trade post's open again. Trade post, but I keep saying that the bloom can make you see things. Okay, where are we on the map now? The old slave block, Slumders. The locks in Shanty, the Memory Courtyard, the Little Nellan. We gotta find Finger to give it to him. Return to Widowman. I don't remember where he is. Because our self-proclaimed information broker suggested that I speak to Maravan, which Bloom, if the first cast-off is truly alive and hiding here, the Maravan would know. I'm thinking... there, maybe?
Yes. Now.
Let's check these quick. What's this one too? The old slave block, the Chinton slums.
Yes.
Okay, let's go have a look.
Yes.
I can't remember where it is. What I'm looking for. No.
Go.
Some stops powered broken weapons, okay, yeah, nah. That's we partially viable. Anything here? Waving closer to Horizon Glitter, tell me about the channel again, da da da. I have more questions about the shrine. Is Cody still doing well? Oh yes, Whisper, still like him. I don't think he hears them yet. But, okay, can I sleep here? She holds out her hand. 45 shins for each person who wants a bed. Yeah. Pay them. Yeah. So now we're all refreshed. So at least it's worth coming here for that reason. So that's good.
All right.
Cody, before we leave, because you're the guy we got a job here, wasn't it? Again, how you like this job? Nah. Nah.
Why, of course.
Okay, so we gotta go around looking for him.
Why not?
I have seen you, have I not? Tell me you again, yeah, tell me again you saw in the depths of the bloom. Said he saw a ghost dressed in rags with a long beard. Are you the old... His eye sockets focus on you and his expression gains a semblance of life. The mother, brother, he looks at you with ghostly hands, and when he looks back at you, a light seems to blaze in Hole's face. Was I the old Mara? Oh yes, I ruled the bloom with strength and wisdom, and the slums ran red at my word. The council sage Cliff feared me, the merchants who trod my streets paid me, my word was law, and none dared stand against me. His lips part in a feral smile as he grasps at the last memories in his mind. The new Mara? Pah, what was she done worth mentioning? Who trembles at her voice? Tell me, who fears her steps? Who among her people wouldn't slip a blade into her back? Oh yeah, she did for me. It's true. Her and her cohorts, whatever. But I had a loyal retainer to the end, loyalty and fear like a fist. She may have taken my place, but she never matched my rule. If the bloom hadn't turned against me after my decade in power, I'll be there still. But she dragged me to the heart of the beast and let it shift through my mind, fed it all my crimes, and then she left me there. Ask your questions of me, why the fragments of memory still linger. Ask now and make questions count. Do you think of the new bloom, Mara? How did the new Mara upset you? I think they say he stabbed her. What happened to the heart of the bloom? Let me ask you about something else. The reign as Mara. Unseat you. She knew the bloom was angry with me. She told me she'd been below and had seen something that she thought might explain why I lost my bond. I didn't know she'd hidden her killers around the bloom, or that she was the one who'd ruined shipments or driven off the citizens. She put her muscles into play and I never even saw it. And she took me to the heart of the bloom, he swallowed. About the rain. He smiles, a cruel thing almost lost in his beard. I lived with my knife in my hand. I never lost my love for its kiss. I took what I wanted and I shared with the best of my crew. Crew. But I had laws, mind you, laws and strickens that kept the merchants pouring through the bloom. No sense in scaring off the easy meat. No need to be greedy. They said I was weak, but that was because they didn't know how strong I truly was. And that's why the bitch came for me, too grasping she was. Do you think of the new Marana? I think you already said that, a bitch. He snarls, a backstabbing harlot, a scheming whore. She couldn't hope to hold what I built. She has a talent for brutality, but no mind for structure. Even if I'd forgotten her, I'll laugh when the bloom devours her. Calm it down there, boy. What happened to the heart of the bloom? The memory slip. Lights skittering down a tunnel as I grab at them. They go. No, his voice had played. Stop them. They're me. What are you doing here? Tell me again. I guess with that, we'll end this episode here. So please like, please subscribe, please see you next time. And hopefully next episode we'll be able to find Dragoon in wherever we left him. Anyway, I'm IVATOPIA. See you next time. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment. Thank you very much. Watch more. Watch past stuff. You're amazing. See you next time. Bye.